well, May is Texas Writers Month. If you're looking for a new book to get into, this is the perfect time to get introduced to new authors from our Lone Star State. From compelling fiction to thought-provoking nonfiction, there's something for everyone. Owner of PR by the Book, Marika Flatt, joins us with a selection of authors showcasing the vast range of Texan literary talent celebrated this month. Hello there.
Hi, Deborah.
All right. Okay, you're an A&M grad in communications. Let's get it out of the way. Yeah. My coworkers, all right. Yeah, got to get it out there. But you are in the publicist field, in the communications field, and you and your husband launched PR by the Book, which is such a great idea. There are so many books out there. People have no idea what to choose.
Right.
So you're able to help sift through some things for us.
Yes. So I decided not to go into TV and go into PR.
Which is in the communications field.
Yes,
So
yes. And so PR by the Book has been around over 21 years. And we exist to tell the world about great books out there for authors and publishers. And so Texas Writers Month is just near and dear to our hearts. We're based here in Texas. We work with authors coast to coast. And so we've just been having a ball for over 2 decades doing this.
So you want to narrow it down to celebrating Texas authors. There are several Texas, famous Texas authors. Rick Riordan, who did the Percy Jackson series, which our kids read, right? Sandra Brown, the romance mystery novel and 73 New York Times best-time seller, and Brad Taylor, New York Times bestseller as well. But there are so many other authors out there, to your point.
Right. So I thought you were going to say Brene Brown from Houston.
Oh, of course, Brene Brown. Sorry, Brene, don't hold that against me. Yes.
But you're right. I mean, those are the big ones. And so there's a lot of great authors out there that are either debut, so they're just starting out, or they just, they don't have the name recognition of somebody like a Brene. So,
and with Brene, it's like she's an expert, which allows her to write books, right? Others are creative, which is why they write their books. All right, let's start with some of these ones that you've chosen. Amy Wineland and Daughters. Amy Wineland
Daughters, yes, she's from the Houston area. So her first book, Dear Dana, actually caught the attention of the Kelly Clarkson Show and U.S. Postal Service and fun things like that. But now she has a novel that's out, You Cannot Mess This Up. And so you teased it. I loved listening to the tease earlier. So it's the most hilarious story. And Deborah, you would love it because our age group, the Gen Z, will crack up.
She thinks I'm Gen Z.
Oh, wait, sorry, Gen X. We're Gen X.
Baby boomer.
Yeah, we are not Gen Z. But we will laugh all the way through this story. So You Cannot Mess This Up. Amy writes about going back. She's a 46-year-old mom, and she goes back into her home, introduced as a cousin, but she's really there watching her 10-year-old self during Thanksgiving because she has to fly back to Houston to sort out her family's will, or her parents' will. And so she's just put into the craziest weekend of Thanksgiving. And I laughed all the way through this book. You Cannot Mess This Up. And so you could just picture it in your mind as a movie just playing out. But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's what we need right now. That's what reading does. It gives you a chance to escape in some things, a chance to learn in other things.
Right.
Author Brooke Bentley, she was on Great Day not long ago.
Yes. So Sideline Confidential, she's from Houston. So she was a sports broadcaster with the Texans. And so she wrote from the perspective of knowing that industry, being a female in the sports broadcasting industry. It is a great story. It's also fiction, even though it's based on her experience.
But that's also neat about, looking at every book has a little slice of an author's life in it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And
they say write what you know.
Yeah. All right. L.R.W. Lee.
Yes. So Marked is the third installment in a series. And so this is fantasy. And it's really for ages from YA to new adult to, adults like to read even YA now too. So fantasy, and it tells a great story of a fallen angel. And they could be standalone, but you can also start from the beginning of the series and then hit this third one, Marked, that came out just a few months ago.
I love when they do that because I sometimes I'll grab a book and not realize that it was part of a series. And I think, oh wait, do I need to back up? I still understand whatever it is I'm reading, right? Even if I'm reading it out of order.
Yeah.
All right, Chad Boudreaux.
Oh, Chad. You talked about him earlier too. So Chad grew up in the Corpus area. He actually has a very prestigious job in Virginia nowadays, but he loves to come back to Texas. And his first book, Scavenger Hunt, did really, really well. Thriller. This book is coming out in August, but it's available on Amazon for pre-order right now. So Homecoming Queen follows a woman, a young lady who was homecoming queen at her high school and is thrown into this crazy situation. A hurricane is coming, and there's some vigilante justice thrown in, but also a thriller for those readers who, some people just really love. My husband loves thrillers.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah.
And so if you're a thriller reader, this is one that you need to get your hands on. And obviously, this is not part of a series, so you don't have to read Scavenger Hunt first. But totally different story, and he is a fantastic writer, Chad Boudreaux.
We love thrillers because we like to think that we're smart and we can figure it out. I never figure it out.
Right.
And that's the mark of a great book, is when you go, oh,
yes.
The twist, right?
Right. Tons of twists and turns with
Author Andy O'Brien.
Yes. Andy is from the Austin area. He is a business coach, and he definitely writes what he knows. So he's writing about family business. This is such a quick read. Anybody who's thinking about going into business with their family or is currently in family business. So WTF, what was I thinking? And so he throws in his great sense of humor. He's a very funny person. But he tells it straight, tells it like it is. And I work with my husband, so we both got a lot out of this book. And it just tells you, what to expect. It's a whole different
and how to mitigate
arena.
the circumstances, right?
Yeah, and so this is actually the first business book that we've talked about today. But we're kind of showing lots of different genres.
Yeah. All right, Paige Ewing.
Yes, Paige Ewing, Explosive Chemistry. She's from the Austin area. This is a great book for anyone from a middle grade, a high-level reading middle grader up to YA, urban fantasy, and this is also part of a series, this urban fantasy book, Explosive Chemistry. And we love to get our young readers going, right? The summer is such a great time to get our young readers some books that they're interested in.
You can travel the world and have experiences, and it's just to sink into a good book. It also keeps you out of trouble, right?
Right.
This is so cool. There's a couple of ones that we did not get to, but we'll go ahead and put them on our site. But before we leave this segment, I want to bring your son is home from A&M. He's a communications major, and we were talking earlier. You'd like to go into sports at some point? Yeah.
Yes. Right now, I'm majoring in communications and minoring in sports management, and so doing something along the marketing field or media would be great.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
No, it does not.
Right.
Yeah.
Sports, not books. Yeah, but they're both important.
Could you have thought about UT? Did you?
Absolutely not.
Maybe
Absolutely
your master's,
not.
maybe a PhD or master's. All right.
Yeah.
This is going to be your first time reading on a prompter on a camera at a station, so take care of it right now. Get us out of here.
Right. These books we discuss can be found wherever books are sold. To learn more about PR by the Book, head to greatdayhouston.com and we'll connect you.